Every great story begins with a person. Our story begins with you. But actually, before we get to you, we have to rewind almost 2,000 years to a mountain in the region of Galilee where Jesus gives a mission to a bunch of ordinary people. That bunch of ordinary people we call the church. He tells them to go into all the world. If you are a part of the church, that's church with a capital C, this commission is for you. You are the hero in this adventure. It sounds a little like Mission Impossible, but of course, we believe that nothing is impossible with God. The mission to go, teach all nations, baptize. Wow, I don't know about you, but that makes me a little nervous. We're to go to Bangladesh, Pittsburgh, Paris, France, and Paris, Texas, Athens, Greece, and Athens, Texas, Los Angeles, Kabul, London, Guam, Montreal, Brussels, Shanghai, Chongpeng, Seattle, Antigua, Boise, El Paso, Johannesburg. Am I stressing you out? Mexico City, Venezuela, Sydney, Moscow, Croatia, Phoenix, and yes, Florence, Texas that is, and Italy. I can hear you now. So are you talking to me? How am I going to do this? That's where the church, capital C again, the church comes in. There are a number of ways we've tried to fulfill the Great Commission. As the hero in the story, you could try to do this alone, but that's not going to work. The problem is way too big. But there's another way. Work with a whole bunch of other heroes just like you. Kind of like the Avengers, except without all the form-fitting clothes. Thank goodness. It's called cooperation. I know it's not flashy, glitzy. It doesn't immediately cause your heart to skip a beat. But there is one thing about cooperation that sparks the imagination of the main character in our story. It works. So how does it work? You give 10% of your income back to God through your local church. Your local church looks beyond itself to give 10% or more to missions in Texas, North America, and around the world through the Texas Baptist Cooperative Program. Just imagine how much we disciples could do together if we tried less to be lone rangers and worked together as superheroes. For over 90 years, heroes just like you have worked together to reach millions. But the work's not done. So let's kick it up a notch. Remember all those places I mentioned earlier? There's no way one person or one church can have that many touch points. But if that same church with a $40,000 annual budget and a mega church with HD screens, laser lights, a coffee bar, and a $4 million budget, if those churches came together to cooperate, we'd be on our way to achieving the greatest mission of all time. That's a story with a much more satisfying ending. That's a story you can be a hero in. Get in on that story and change someone's eternity.